Some people follow the rule: treat others how you would like to be treated. The rest wait for you to tell them how you want to be treated. This could be based on first impressions, the way they're used to treating people, or how you've allowed them to engage with you. Either way, what you communicate to them is what they run with. Whatever you're willing to tolerate is what you'll get more of. But there's consequences. If you allow people to treat you badly, it will take a toll on your mental health and self-esteem. You wouldn't only feel devalued, you'll also build resentment toward the people treating you wrongly. This is not a healthy way to live. Instead, you must teach people how to teach you. Define clear boundaries, set your standards, and express them empathetically. These simple tweaks will lead to much better, healthier relationships that boost your self-esteem instead of taking from it. Most people allow others to step on their dignity and treat them with a lack of respect, care, and kindness for one simple reason: they're scared of what might happen if they stand up for themselves. Maybe you're putting up with bad behavior from a friend, family member, coworker, spouse, etc. because you're afraid it will put the relationship on the line. You've convinced yourself that confronting the behavior would lead to an ugly fallout, so you're better off putting up with it. While we can't ignore the fact that there's a possibility a relationship may end when you enforce your boundary, tolerating it has dire effects on you. Allowing others to treat you like shit takes its toll. Not only does it enable a gradual buildup of resentment toward them, it also messes with your self-esteem. Eventually, you'll lash out and cause the ugly fallout you thought you were avoiding by staying silent. When you devalue yourself, you can rationalize why others don't value you. This simultaneously implies good people allow themselves to get walked over, even when it's getting on their last nerve. You must teach people how to treat you if you want better relationships. The way you do this is by setting clear boundaries, defining your expectations, and expressing your emotions empathetically. But all of this starts with you. You've got to identify the things that do and don't work for you, then communicate them transparently to others. You can only love others to the capacity you love yourself. The reason for this is because self-love helps you to recognize how you deserve to be treated. If you don't mind letting yourself down, you won't mind when others do it to you. Start treating yourself with respect to learn how it's done. All this means is you must do what you've got to do, as long as it's ethical, to take care of your body, soul, and mind. You're a blank canvas when you first meet someone. They're waiting on cues from you to determine how you want to be treated. Make it clear to them if someone does or says something you don't like, address it. Don't wait for it to be blown out of proportion before you start pulling up a bunch of things you didn't appreciate. They won't listen. The first approach may trigger a defensive response since you're attacking their character. The second approach gives them an opportunity for them to help you meet a need. People are much more receptive to doing things when they know why they're doing it. This is why it's always better to express your needs instead of just giving people the silent treatment. When you express your needs, it's up to them if they want to meet them. If they don't, you can find someone else who will. Teaching others how to treat you isn't just about addressing the bad. You must also point out the good. When someone does something nice for you, express it to them. Let them know how much you appreciate it. For example, if someone comes to kick it with you when you're lonely, tell them, "I appreciate you hanging out with me yesterday." Find someone you admire who demands respect and seemingly has a strong sense of self-worth and emulate them. Slowly but surely, people will begin to treat you with the same respect as your role model. As you begin communicating what you will and won't tolerate to people, some may drop off. That's okay. You're creating room for people who will treat you well to enter. It's your responsibility to educate people on how to treat you. You can't expect them to just know. This may mean you'll have to have a few awkward conversations at first. Over time, you'll repel those who cannot respect your boundaries and attract those who do.